Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Time to Roll's Campaign 1, The Tales of Ammriel. We are still in the middle of the small forest town of Caister. Today, we're just going to see if the crew can figure out the mystery of the disappearing children. For those of you that are new here, we upload the new VOD and the podcast every single Monday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. And for those of you who are watching on like the YouTube and the podcast thing, we do go live every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. We're a little late today, but that's fine. Now that that's done with, let's go ahead and get into the story, and we're gonna hopefully see what these guys have planned.
He reminds me of like the dude, where's my car, like Chinese place, and Den. But it's
Oh,
I need to watch that again.
oh, hello.
I don't know if it.
I
I don't know if I should.
You should.
Okay.
I don't know if it. I don't know if it holds up. That's my fear.
I think it probably would.
You guys good?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're great.
Great. Good. Everyone here. Everyone got their snacks. I have no water on this.
Mine's on the way.
I mean, I'm looking at him. He's
Oh.
our DM.
Oh.
Now see, what did you get?
A Pokeball and boba.
Oh my god.
I like woke up from my nap and I was like, I really want some poke.
I've been like wanting to get from like Sweet Hut, but it's expensive. But they have like Pokeballs and boba tea, and I'm like, I'm poor. I can't afford it.
Order from a place called Poke Burrito.
Oh,
It's really good.
Okay. Dog was barking. I had to shut my door. Okay, so we're ready to get into the story. Get into the games. Last we left off, we returned to the Silver Lining Inn after a harrowing night of misfortune. I don't know how else to describe it. Ori, I believe you, Elka, Alara, and Aiko all experienced hallucinations of Ori getting his arm ripped off by something, a woman with no eyes. And then you all wandered back to the Silver Lining Inn, went to bed. Thaddeus passed out for the night from his seemingly peaceful night of solo drinking on the porch. Zane and Beep and Vaten, you three were not so lucky. You ended up clashing with an unknown force that seemed to take the shape, voice, and mannerisms of Zane after taking the shape, voice, and mannerisms of Aiko. So that's where we left off. Is a new morning, and you lot are still trying to figure out the case of the disappearing children. The day is yours.
Quick technical note.
Mm-hmm.
I am getting a lot of echo.
Okay.
From who?
Check test.
Not
Are
me.
you listening to the stream?
Are you listening to the stream?
I have the stream actually off right now.
Interesting.
Hello. I don't hear any echo.
I don't
put the
I have
talk
no echo.
coming through
Yeah.
me.
I don't hear any echo at all.
I don't got any.
Hold on.
Maybe through your headphones.
Bye.
I think he's
Later.
restarting Discord, which is
Restarting.
probably for the best.
All right. Well, while he's doing that, so we can
Breakfast.
You guys. The day is yours. You have some investigations to go through, as well as some potential, planning to do.
Aiko,
Yes.
are you going to visit your friend again?
Yeah, we can go talk to her, see if she's normal today.
Can I come with you?
Yes.
It's
Yes,
important.
I would like to join you as well on that. You might have some items that I'm looking for.
And I'm going to start my day just by making one of the 3 jars I found the other day into an alchemy jug.
Okay. Go ahead and mark that down. Motherfucking.
And I
Oh.
am going to use my alchemy jug and make some acid.
You now have 8 ounces worth of acid. I hope you have something to put it in.
Alara now fiends for a single slice of cheese.
Or
Due,
he looks for a
due
single
to
slice
the
of cheese.
circumstances of last session.
You're probably lactose intolerant at this point.
He's adapted.
Oh my
Better than
god.
the cheese.
Why has she not come out of the bathroom?
God damn it.
There
You're
are
right in
others of
there.
us that need to take our privileges.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna make a quick alchemy jug, and then I'm gonna be ready to bounce. Go see Aiko's friend.
Okay.
I'll probably go with you guys. Or you won't say anything, he'll just follow you.
Okay.
Please keep your sword at bay.
I would be interested in going to the Adventurers Guild.
I
Okay.
would like to go there afterwards. But I want to talk to this lady first.
Okay. So you guys
So-
are making your way over to
Delma's house.
yes, Delma. I was blinking on my own NPC there for a second. Okay, so you guys make your way over. The house is a pretty quaint cottage. All the windows are boarded up, along with the door having very clearly having multiple locks on it, as well as there being a board across the main frame of the door. You look around, and there's seemingly scrap metal all over the ground around her house and the yard of her house. There's a little farm field that's off to the east of her house, that up to the farm there is up to the farmland there is scrap metal and what seems to be maybe failed experiments just littered everywhere. You could try knocking on the door if you want.
I'll let Aiko take the lead for this. You know her.
Yeah, Aiko's gonna walk up and knock on the door.
Or he will hold you up as you knock on the door.
Okay.
Lara's up there too, so she's just gonna be like, "Hi."
So
While
Another little
they're
man.
knocking on the door, I want to quickly look around and just see if there's any files that happen to be intact from these failed experiments.
make an investigation check with disadvantage. This is literally a junkyard.
Yeah.
Natural one. No. You look around, it's the piles of scrap are honestly you get a little bit overwhelmed. There is crap everywhere. Like think of the show Hoarders. It's that level of just there's pathways through the piles. Like yeah, it's it's pretty insane. So you knock on the door, Aiko, and there seemingly is no response. What do you want to do?
Knock on the door one more time.
Okay, I want you to do a performance check for me.
Put your back into it.
Oof.
2 nat 1s to start off the session.
They help
Hell
him.
yeah.
Since I'm holding him up.
Honestly, he would roll a disadvantage because it's harder to knock on a door when someone's holding on to you.
Well, he's gonna put
So
he's
you're gonna
gonna
roll again with
rock him a
disadvantage?
bit so he moves a little farther. I don't know.
No. Well, you already rolled the
I-
nat 1. You're
okay.
not going to get lower than a nat 1, so there's no need to roll again.
I will attempt to knock on the door.
Roll a performance check. Okay, that's better.
I am.
I mean, explain how you're knocking on the door. Do you put your thunder gauntlet on to knock on it, or
Yeah,
Like-
thunder going on. It's like bam, loud noises.
so you're boom, and the door feels like it's splintered underneath your hand when you hit it. But when you look at it, all of a sudden, there is an indent in the door, but the door, almost like it is magic, reforms magically and becomes a whole door again. And at this point, you hear behind the door, "Hello, do you have any idea how early it is? What do you want?"
A slice of cheese?
And then you see a telescoping eye shoot out of the door, and it's like moving around like a anthropomorphic metal being. And like you see inside Zane, specifically you, it shoots right up in your face, and you see the eyeball. It's an orange amber looking iris of an eyeball staring. What? Who the hell are you?
I'm here with Aiko.
And then you see the telescopic arm shoot down and look. Oh, right. Little one with the fucked up voice.
Demon.
And then you see it like shoot over to Ori. I don't think you can come into my house. You're a little big there, guy. All right.
He grabbed the like metal what'd you call it?
Like almost like the neck of the eyeball that's going.
Yeah, he
around.
grabs like the neck of it. He's like, "What is this?"
Yeah,
Make a dexterity check for me. This is to see if you can grab onto it. It's very wiggly. It's almost like
yeah.
It's almost like a snake.
14.
14? Yeah, you're able to, as it's like zipping around, she sees you try to grab onto and tries to avoid, but it's just not enough to escape your meaty claws. And you grab onto it. And
claws.
and God damn it. And you do see it, like when you grab it, it feels smooth, slimy almost. And as you're out, she's like, hey, hands off, guy. This is. Do you know how long it took me to make this? Oh, hold on.
Not to being like this.
Hold on.
He's holding
And
Aiko like you know how like some of those dads hold their baby like a basket by like the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, he's holding him by the side like that while he's holding this.
Okay.
He's used to holding things that are long and slippery.
Do me a favor, Ori. Make a we're gonna say make a strength check. Okay. It tells me what the DC is.
Uh, 16 plus 9, 20.
Plus 9? How would you get a plus 9 to your strength check?
Oh wait, I'm trying to think.
If your strength is 20, so it'd be a plus 5.
Never mind. Yeah, it's plus 7.
Okay.
I think I have double proficiency.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, so it's 7. So that'd be a
23.
23.
I'm gonna see if it beats you. Yeah, it does not. As it tries to recoil, you grab on. It does slip out of your hand a little bit, but you're able to grab. She's like, "Let go! If you want me to open the door, let go of the damn thing."
Oh, sorry.
And it
You
just
let go.
shoots back into the door, and then all of a sudden you hear a series of locks going down the door. You're and then a chain get removed. And she opens the door, and in front of you is a really, really obscure, just insanely tall woman, scraggly, like amber hair, like going up and all different directions, almost in like a really weirdly forming afro. She has her tips of her hair are charred at the top. She has these big round at this point big round like welding goggles like on her face. She has soot all over her face, and she's wearing a nightgown, and she looks at you and she's like, "All right, what do you want?"
Well, you first, Aiko.
Well,
Ori holds Aiko up.
you were acting weird yesterday, and we need to figure out what's going on with this town. So you need to act normal and answer our questions.
Normal? Listen here, buddy. Just because I fixed your fucking voice.
You call this fixed?
Okay, just because I attempted to fix your fucking voice does not mean that you get to just come waltzing up to my door and acting all buddy-buddy, alright?
Well, that may be so, but your town is at crisis here. People are going missing, and you seem like you don't care.
I don't care. Who gives a shit?
What do you care about, Delma?
My things. My
Where'd
things.
the eyeball go? It's like on the other side of the door.
Yeah, it's on the... Yeah. All right.
It's not all there upstairs.
All right.
Delma.
Well, yes. Who are
I've got
you?
a proposition for you. My name is Zane.
I don't. Okay, Zane. You could be fucking named Zach for all I care. What? What do you want?
I have a proposition for you. You help us, I help you.
Oh, so you're talking trade? What do you? Okay, first off, what do you have to offer the great Delma of Caister?
Free passage into Ebrax to work on all the experiments you want.
And you just see her kind of like cross her arms with like squinting at you through her goggles. Ebrax, huh? So you mean to tell me you're from that hoity-toity place?
Hoity-toity. Yes, I am from Ebrax.
Interesting.
And I can get you in to where you can do all of the experiments you want.
What would...
Better equipment.
Now tell me, what would the artificers of Ebrax have to offer a tinkerer like myself?
Well, looking around, it seems you can do pretty well making whatever you want, really. Honestly, work, money, housing.
Interesting. Well, I like my house, but...
Away from whatever demonic creatures. That's ironic coming from a demon himself, but you know.
Yeah, what... Well, I mean, I don't judge. Trust me, I've seen some weirder shit in this forest. But I have a question. What is an elf-looking pretty boy, a massive fucking whatever you are, is that what the fuck is that? What is sitting on your head, big guy?
I would just really like a snack.
She
That's
hungry.
It talks?
She missed breakfast.
Oh, okay, well, whatever. Oh, you're a
Do you have
goblin,
any
aren't you?
cheese in the house?
No, I'm not fucking feeding you. And then, of course, the little guy, Aiko here. I mean, Aiko, I'm sorry about your voice. I can do... listen, since you were a customer, we can talk about maybe possibly fixing the voice box, but...
No, I'm good.
Okay. My question is, why are you knocking on my door this early in the morning? It's fucking, like, 11 o'clock in the afternoon here. Well, morning, whatever. I'll lose track of days, all right? And...
Milady.
And she just looks at you like, what?
You seem quite stressed right now. We are a party of misfits. We've been summoned to this area to provide a solution for the beasts that are attacking, killing the children, and making your economy crap, basically. Now, our party has services to offer your community, but you may have some items that we could use on that adventure and journey. And if you don't like this place, we could probably assist you with a relocation to a lab.
Interesting. So you're a bunch of sellswords, huh?
Not sellswords. We prefer misfits.
Oh,
I don't like either of those.
what's the fucking
shut
difference? And okay, I understand what you need. Aiko, what the fuck are you doing with these people, man? Aren't you a lone ranger? Don't you know these forests? Wouldn't you know what the fuck is going on here?
Yes, I am a Lone Ranger and I normally work alone, but I don't tell a lot of people this, but we're looking for missing children, and my child is one of the missing children. So I had to team up with somebody to be able to try to find her.
You're old enough to have kids?
You're a father? Why didn't you tell us?
Because I don't trust people that much, so.
There's a smaller being than you out there.
I mean, fair. I do
That's smaller
probably.
than you.
Aiko.
I do probably look like what took your child. I understand.
Hey, okay, Aiko, how fucking old are you, anyways, man? I thought you were like a fucking 15-year-old. Being so fucking short.
Hey, just because I'm a short forest gnome doesn't mean I look like a kid. I may sound like a kid now, but no, I'm 30 years old.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Whoa.
And she starts scratching her face, and she starts like scratching her face, and then she looks at her hand. She's like, "Oh, fucking again? God damn, it's every." Okay, I'm sorry. Your kid's missing. I feel for you. I really do. You know, you. Okay. Listen.
Can you walk safely through the woods?
During the day, yes.
Well, at night?
I don't leave my house at night. I have too many things to invent.
Would you like to be able to?
No, not really. I invent at night. My best work is at night.
But wouldn't you like to be able to go outside at night and maybe try some experiments?
You do have a point there, pretty boy. You do have a point. Now, okay, I'm sorry if I came off a little brash here. I've been up for about 38 hours, and I just went to sleep when you knocked on my fucking door. So, listen.
Were you a sailor by chance?
Why? No.
Oh, your language is just like one of the ships I've sailed on.
I like to cuss. What the fuck do you? Why do you fucking care? What are you, a little royal twit that doesn't like cussing?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you or anything.
You're a prince?
Wait, yeah, time out. I get it. Okay, you're a pretty boy, you're an elf, but you're also a prince. Man, you fit every fucking stereotype there is there, bud.
You're missing one, but you'll figure it out.
I met somebody famous.
Just out of curiosity, while we're having this conversation, is she acting like skittish, like there's someone else that she's hiding in the room?
Interesting. Make a perception check.
God, she's got the priest here.
4.
Since I'm holding him up, he has have advantage.
Yeah, actually,
like
I
a
roll
higher
the roll
advantage
roll
point.
roll with advantage. Yeah, I'd say. Well, I would take your 17. So you look around. There's no one behind her. And she does seem a little annoyed / nervous that she's being questioned as much as she is right now. But yeah, no, when you look behind her, you don't see anybody. Actually, when you look in there, all you see is a single candle being lit and very clearly a messy bed behind her.
Is this a one room?
Well, you wouldn't be able to tell, but from Aiko would be able to tell that there is potentially more rooms, but it's too dark to really see inside.
But yeah. You help us, Doma. I can get you into Ebrax. Good workshop. Nobody will mess with you. Just help us figure out what's going on here.
Okay. Well, listen. I'm tired. If you want to ask me about the kids, I don't know a fucking thing about the kids because I haven't left my house. But what I do know is that kids keep disappearing and people keep leaving the town. And that's a problem for me because I sell shit. I make shit and I sell shit. So, We could talk about. Go
Are
ahead.
you the one taking the kids?
God no.
I don't think she could keep a kid past all the junk piles.
God, if I want, why would I take kids? Oh, they wouldn't make good test subjects, but that's beside the point. Listen,
Jeez.
I'm an inventor. I make shit. As you can see, and she like points outside to the scrap piles, and a lot of them don't necessarily work out all the time. But that doesn't matter. I'm here to invent. The whole reason I came to Caister was because I wanted to get away from the nonsense of the capital. So, listen to me here. If you let me sleep, you go around, do your little investigating things that you've been doing. Don't go into the forest at night.
We've already done that.
If you want some free advice, don't do it again. I'm sure you saw shit, right?
I saw Aiko turn into myself,
Okay.
and then it about killed us. But you know,
I'm sure you heard shit, right?
yes.
Echoing in your voice, or echoing in your head, voices bouncing off the trees. Yeah, that shit happens here. That's why I stay inside most of the time. But
And that's why we're here, is to solve that problem.
okay, and I'm willing to help you, but again, 38 hours of sleep, losing a lot of fucking patience here. I'll help you out.
Okay.
I will help you out.
Do you have vials? I simply need vials.
Vials, what kind of vials?
Glass vials.
Well, no
For
shit,
poison.
but for poison, so like, okay, like beakers almost. Let me.
Preferably something that has a good seal on the top.
Gotcha. You're trying to put poison. Let me look. And she like shuts the door in your face and walks in, and you just hear glass start to crack and like things getting thrown. And she comes running out, and then you hear her footsteps come running towards the door. She swings it open. She's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shut the door in your face, but I don't like people coming in my house. Here." And she just like hands you 3 fairly decent sized vials with corks on them. She's like, "I hope that helps. Now, will you go away for right now?"
I will, but I think Zane here has a question that he needs something as well.
We need cheese.
I don't have cheese. Go to the fucking general store.
She ate all of that
That's
cheese.
fine. I'm just gonna slip her a piece of paper for now,
Okay.
with essentially paid passage to Ebrax. So don't skip town until you actually help us, but that'll get you out of here if you choose to leave.
And she looks at you, she's like, "What? Are you like important or something? Like, how are you handing these out like fucking, I don't know, like voucher tickets? It just seems weird that are you trying to like recruit people? Is that your goal?"
I'm not at liberty to say.
Are you a prince too?
No, I'm not any type of royalty. God forbid. I wouldn't stand that.
Okay, well, thank you, guy. What was your name?
Zane.
Zane. You're all right, Zane. Aiko, I might have something to fix your voice if you want.
No, I'm good. If I want my voice to be fixed, I'll talk to this artificer. He has better skills.
Turn around and be like,
You know, if I was a lesser person, I'd take that as an insult, Aiko. But I'm too tired to fucking care. Have a good day. And she shuts the door in your face, and you hear all the locks flip down. And you hear from the inside, "The audacity of fucking strangers!" And she goes off and does her
We can
business.
still hear you.
Language, my lady. Language.
And then you hear up to the door, and you see that telescopic eye shoot out. She's like, "Do you think I care?" Shoot!
There's that thing again.
And it shoots
Oh.
back into the door. So,
I don't think she's gonna talk to us anymore today.
We're a nice lady.
He doesn't have any cheese.
Well,
We'll
they can
find
try to
some,
go
don't
to the
worry.
store and get you cheese.
You
okay,
just realize Sarah has never even touched her currency.
I know.
She's gonna go buy out the whole goddamn store of cheese wheels.
I actually have no idea what cheese would cost, to be honest with you. I've never thought about that for D&D, but thanks for that.
How much? It's like, how much for this? It just throws down like 50 gold.
I'm gonna Google how much is a cheese wheel.
She obviously has no like sense of how money works, so she probably would take her whole coin bag and just sling it.
Cheese,
Like,
please.
And bread.
See her use it as a weapon.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Who needs ball bearings? You could just throw fucking gold coins down the ground.
She's gonna bonk an orc with a cheese wheel next time.
Before we leave, I want to
Mhm.
walk around back and see if there is like her backyard like fenced in or anything.
Nope. There's just shit all over the place. There's shit going into the forest. There's all sorts of things.
Okay. Is she possibly hiding like a trap door or anything behind her house?
Make an investigation check with disadvantage. 15. You look around and... Sorry. Lexi said bread and I immediately remembered I had a French baguette sitting next to me.
Yo.
Oh no, make it.
Just for the record, D&D Winky homebrew page says 5 copper pieces for a pound of cheese.
Oh my god.
There's so much cheese we can buy.
I know. Think about that. Anyways,
Oh, I'm thinking.
trap door. You don't see anything that could be identified as a trap door just when you first look around. You're searching through the pile, seeing if you could see anything. And to your best knowledge, she's pretty straightforward. She just kind of does what she does. You know, she's a tinkerer. She makes things, collects things, and apparently throws things out. So.
Well, I'm gonna make my way to the other store we didn't go to yesterday.
Okay. While that's happening, Elka, Faten, you guys are going to the Adventurers Guild, yes? So
I
I'm less
apparently muted
going and-
myself. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm less going and more don't want anybody to travel off alone. So if I saw Aiko split off, I would have followed her.
Okay. So Elka, with Vaten in tow, you walk over to the Adventurers Guild as the rest of your party goes to Delma's house. And you walk into the Adventurers Guild. It's a fairly large building. It's actually one of the larger buildings in town. And you walk in and it's what you would assume a normal Adventurers Guild would look like. There's tables all over the place. There's a bar. There's a receptionist desk. There's message boards. There's job boards. You walk in, you don't see anybody. There's no one behind the receptionist desk and no one at the bar. It seems pretty empty.
I'm gonna look around and be like, hello? Like really as loudly as possible for my tiny lungs.
Okay. So, and then you hear some rustling, you're like, you just hear, fuck, people! And, wandering out from behind the receptionist desk is a very tall, probably about 6-7 feet tall, elven man. He has a very tight knit beard, but he has what looks like a cigar hanging out of his mouth, and he has an eye patch on his left eye. And he walks, and he's like, oh, well, what's going on? How can I help you?
Is
Very
his
quiet
cigar
in
lit?
here.
What'd you ask?
Sorry, is his cigar lit?
No, it is not. It's just hanging out of his mouth.
Okay. I flick my thumb and produce flame like a little lighter out of my thumb. This one will aid you.
Thank you. And he, like, leans in. He's like, we really don't see much people around here. Well, I mean, there's jobs on the board if you're an adventurer, or are you here for information, food? What's going on?
Well, we'd love some information about why this town is abandoned. Do you happen to know about where the children have been going?
I don't know where they've been going. This is now the third party that's asked me this. No, I don't know where they're going. There's active jobs everywhere to try to find these kids. And, he's like, sorry, let me change my voice because this voice sucks. I was sorry, I was recording a message and I needed to sound a little more, tough. I'm an adventurer, right? The eye patches for show. Yes, I apologize. I've sent many people out there, and I've yet to see any of them return from the forest, so I just assumed they either got the fuck out of the forest, or they died. But none of my adventurers have returned, and I am getting concerned. Is there
I'm
anything
trying to
else?
think of anything other questions.
I mean, listen, I'm an open book. Name's Lars, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Elka. Nice to meet you.
Elka. Very nice to meet you. Yeah, sorry about the whole
This
voice thing.
one's Vaten.
Oh, Vaten, good. Thank you for the assist. Yeah, sorry about the whole voice thing. You have to sound a little bit whenever you're doing recruitment recordings. I send them off to the capital city, and you hold them on these little crystals. They're recording crystals, and I like to make it sound like us adventurers are nice, gruff and tough, and I do not sound like that, as you can tell. So I use magic to change my voice. But that's beside the point. You're looking for the kids, noble cause. I would give up.
Why do you say that?
Whatever has them, has them. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't know what has them, but the last kid disappeared 2 weeks ago. I'm sure you've probably heard that already. But no.
How does Money Speaker know this? That what has the kids has them?
Well, I've sent many seasoned adventurers into these woods, and none of them have come back. So either they got lost, they decided to take this chance to leave Caister, or they succumbed to whatever injuries they got from the forest. We've sent out search parties for them, and the search parties haven't even come back. So I assume kids aren't going to fare much better than adults that know these woods and know what they're doing. But I don't know. I do hold out hope that they'll eventually be found, all of them.
Have you seen the white owl in the tree?
So you've seen it too, eh? Yes,
Yeah.
I've seen it many times. It tends to pop up right before disaster. In fact, a lot of the villagers, before they left, would say that anytime they'd see the owl, they would hug their children tighter. Because every time an owl would pop up, specifically that owl, children would disappear. A child would disappear.
That's interesting. It was a friendly being to me.
Oh, and I have no doubt it's a friendly being. It may just be in the wrong place at the wrong time, but the villagers have seen it as a bad omen and tend to just leave it be. But I wish I could give you more information, but I mean, you're more than welcome to use the Adventurers Guild as a home base if you want. But I mean, I understand you're probably staying over at the inn, right?
Unfortunately.
Yes, Well, if you'd like to potentially move out of there and come and stay in my adventurer's quarters, you can do that. It probably won't. It probably won't be anywhere near as comfortable as the beds in the inn, but if it gets you out of Dexter's weirdness, um, you're more than welcome to.
I can let the rest of our party know. Thank you for the offer.
Yes, and I won't charge you anything if you're genuinely trying to find the children. I'll aid you however I can.
That would be wonderful. Thank you. I don't think I have any more questions currently. Can I see all of the quests that you have, the tasks for the children? Maybe I can get some more information.
Oh, yes. Come on, follow me. And he steps out of the receptionist desk area. And as he steps out, he actually loses like 8 inches. He is very clearly standing up on a step stool. And he steps down, but he's still tall. I mean, he's still every bit of 6.5 feet tall. And I mean, he was, trying to build the image of he's tough and tall. But you walk over to the board, and he shows, well, this one here, basically they're all pretty much the same. Per child you find, we'll pay the amount that it says here, which on it says 2 gold per child. And then this one right here is a request from one of my adventurer's wives, saying that if you find her husband alive or his remains, if you find him alive, she'll pay you 10 gold, and if you find his remains, she'll pay you 5 gold. It's getting kind of desperate here. The money will come straight out of the Adventurers Guild's own coffers if you happen to find them. But I assume you're here on other business, though. Were you sent by the capital?
We were sent here specifically to look for the children.
Understood. And who gave you the job, if you don't mind me asking?
Pretend I know the guy's name.
Leon.
Thank you.
The head librarian of Artemis.
That guy.
And Leon, what a strange fellow. Yes, well, I don't know what he's paying you, but if you do find the kids and they're alive and well, I'll do the same deal. If you find their remains, 1 gold. If you find them alive and well, 2 gold per child.
I look at him and then look at Vaten and then look back and say, honestly, I wouldn't want any money if I can get the children back.
It's very noble.
But I would prefer to see that money go towards them and perhaps getting this town back up and running.
Very well.
One does not speak for anyone else, but this one agrees.
Very well. Well, that is very noble and kind of you. I will, obviously I'll give you whatever information I can gather. I'll do my own digging, and if I find anything, I'll let you know. But at this point, I'm at a loss. I've sent out my best adventurers, and none of them have came back. The last ones I sent out were right after the last kid disappeared, and I haven't seen them in 2 weeks. Now, I'm not too worried about them yet, but the others I sent out months ago that haven't returned, I just assume they're probably dead. Holding out hope that they're not, but...
Where exactly did they leave towards? Which part of the forest did they enter?
All sorts. The last group I sent out, if you walk straight out towards the Founder's Tree, and then you take a left, go towards the general store, there's a pathway that goes into the forest. I sent them there. But the ones before, I generally sent them north, and I have sent some to the east, past the farms, just to have a nice web of searching. but none of them have returned, like I said, so it's been fairly quiet here for a while. Yeah. I'm at a loss for words. I'd go into the forest myself, but then no one would be here to man the guild.
Understandable.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah, absolutely. He's straight up telling the truth. Yeah, you get the sense that this man is as honest as they come. Honestly, he's just trying to figure out what's going on.
Mhm.
But either way, I just want to get to the bottom of this. I don't like the fact that the kids are disappearing. That's the most concerning part. But then when I send my best adventurers, the best people I have, the ones that know this woods the most, the rangers that stalk these forests on a daily, they're even gone. So something's at work here. Maybe something unnatural. But again, I would never be able to tell you exactly what it is unless I saw it myself. I'm assuming it has something to do with spirits, ghosts, gods, fae, maybe something like that, but
This one has seen spirits in the forest.
I have too. I spend most of my younger days in the forest. I'm not that old for an elf, but I am old in terms of humans. And I have been in Caister for 80 years now. And my early days exploring the forests around, I'd see spirits, I'd see weird creatures, an owl bear here and there, but never anything that would just straight up abduct a child. And it seems like, I guess the other information I could give you is that it seems like they would abduct a child once every 2 weeks. And we had, I think there's been a total of 50, well, let me look. And he runs back to the reception desk. 57 children have disappeared in the last 2 years. And before that, about 3 years ago, so I should give you the whole story. 2 years ago is when these 57 disappeared. But 3 years prior, there was a 3-year break and 10 children disappeared then. Those are the first children that disappeared, but there's a 3-year break, and then starting 2 years ago, 57 children have disappeared. I've sent out 18 adventurers, and none of them have returned. So, if you do the math, that's 95, almost 100 people just gone in an instant. Maybe even less than that, but math isn't my strong suit.
What was
Do you
the
have any-
difference?
Oh,
What had changed in those 3 years?
The town moved on. It was a horrific event that started, that we thought it was potentially bandits or an orc pack that had wandered too close to the village and were taking people. The slavery business is in the far east of this country is still booming, and we thought maybe that those kids got taken and were taken for that reason. But the more and more we looked into it and the more frequent it happened, we started to realize that there's no way a group of beings, a group of people, especially ones the size of orcs, could sneak into this village when we're on high alert with some of the best adventurers in the world on high alert, and then somehow sneak in and take a child underneath their nose. Our town guard shot our town guard disappeared probably about 2 years ago. They were sent back to the capital because we were seen as a lost cause. And right after the town guard left, all those kids disappeared. So I don't know if it has to do with, I would, to put it in perspective, I would see people. if they were coming into the village and taking kids. I would know. But I just don't know what's taking them. I've ruled out any form of living being intervention. Could be an animal, I suppose. But an actual being with intent that is living like you or me, I just don't think that it's possible for them to sneak in this many times and take kids on like this exact time period. I don't know. I could be wrong. But
Only something to think about.
yeah, I mean, have you any? I mean, how long have you been in town, you two?
A couple days.
Nights.
I mean, have you noticed anything other than ghostly appearances? Have you noticed anybody that has given you weird, weird vibes or anything like that? Like, haha, I'm gonna kidnap your kid vibes, or
This one does not like people.
I haven't gotten any particularly bad vibes myself.
okay. Well, that's all right. Well, I tell you what, I'll keep my eye out. You'll see me at night at the front gate. Every night I'm there. And I watch the main entrance coming into town. And if I see anything, I'll let you know. If any of my adventurers come back, I'll let you know. But
I appreciate it.
As of right now, I'm as in the dark as you are.
We'll keep you apprised as well.
I appreciate it. All right, well, if you need anything, just let me know.
Will do. Thank you.
No problem. So, all right, just so you guys are, the other part group have now moved on. They're going to the general store, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I guess Elka, Vaten, what do you guys want to do now that you've had this conversation? The conversation with Delma and this conversation now with Lars has happened pretty much at the same time.
Figured if we, walk out, we'd see them.
Oh, yeah.
Heading to the general store?
You'd probably see them. So if you want to catch up with them, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
On the way, I do want to ask Elka, why would the voice changer one remain when the guard has left?
Well, I mean, a guild needs to be staffed. They are obviously very dedicated to their servitude. But I'm not sure. There's not very many people here left, so I'm not sure why he remains.
This one does not know why anyone remains. Homes can be moved.
Oh. Maybe the other group has something that can fit together.
Okay.
And that would be about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys wander your way up, you're catching them right as they're about to walk into the general store.
Mhm. Find anything good back there?
An Adventurers Guild guy and a lot of missing children.
That seems to be the normal around here. We didn't get jack squat out of Delma.
It seems odd that he's still here. He's been missing many of his adventures, but he did offer us a place to stay if we wanted to move.
I don't know that he'd be providing meals. Unfortunately.
Did he
Well,
appear to be as stable mentally as all the others we've met around here, which isn't saying much?
well, I'm sure you would appreciate him. He's also Elven, and he seems fairly sane.
This one
Yes.
trusts the voice changer.
That's a stark difference from the amount of people we've met here who seem shady. Anywho,
Starting to wonder if the sun ever rises over this city.
doesn't feel like it so far.
This one is confused. The sun has risen. It is
Over
daytime.
there. Ori points to the sun.
It's a figure of speech, you two. It's saying not much good happens here anymore.
Hey,
Education.
I'm gonna say. Let's see here.
God, which one are we gonna find today?
Who have I not called on in a while to do a random roll? Let's see here.
Our little cheese monster.
Alara!
I knew it.
Do you want me to roll a d6 or a d10?
A D10.
Okay.
And you see a roll of cheese.
Got it. Nice. All right. Okay, continue. So you guys are walking into the general store. The
Yes.
green-roofed Caister general store.
Yes, the one we did not go into last time.
It is my time.
Before we go in, I want to ask Zane something.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Quick question, Zane. We've talked to all these people. Should we try to find the mayor's house?
We
and
could
talk
try.
To, talk to like the leader of this town?
We could definitely try.
Yeah, because if anybody would know what's going on, probably he or she will know.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Last night, Aiko, when you were with Ori and the rest, me, Vaten, and Beep went out on our own because we thought we heard you scream. Comes to find out,
We did not think. We did hear.
We did hear, yeah. Come to find out, it's something that can shapeshift, and it sure as shit can speak demon, like me. So, because it turned from you into me, and then it tried to promptly murder us.
Interesting.
This one must learn that spell.
I wish I knew what spell hit me last night, because I certainly don't remember much of it.
It's probably a good idea that you don't remember it.
I think you had too much happy juice.
You're probably right, little cheese monster.
Cheese. We have to go to the store right
We
now.
are. We are at
We're
the
on a
store,
mission.
Alarm.
We're at the store right now.
We will find you the cheese.
I'll give them a whole bag of coin.
No, don't do that.
We will help you with
you
that.
can get the cheese without all the money being spent.
Wait, then that just means we can get more cheese with more money.
Yes.
Then let's do it.
One does.
It's the most serious she's ever been.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God, which one's gonna be here today, Adam or Atom? That's the better question.
All I have to say is thank you. My headache is gone.
as you guys walk in, just like the last general store, it's very empty inside. There's shit everywhere. And you walk in and there's a receptionist desk, much like the other one. There's a receptionist desk to the right, and actually behind that receptionist desk is a picture of two men, both looking very identical. They are probably average size, like 5'8", humans. One with an eye patch on, and the other one, one with an eye patch on his right eye, and the other one with an eye patch on his left eye. And they're sitting there with their arms around each other with big old smiles. But there's a picture it's a portrait size, so probably a good 6 foot tall portrait hanging on the wall. And as you walk in, I would like, who'd be the first one walking in?
Probably me.
Zane, roll a perception check.
Sure.
7. You look at this portrait and you just assume, wow, these guys are full of themselves. But the store looks very similar. Very similar to the other one, but definitely a lot more stuff and a lot more like goods and like, food. And there's meat racks, like dried meat racks. There's fresh farm eggs sitting on like, it almost looks like a farm market.
Can I look around for a couple pairs of goggles?
Sure. Roll an investigation check. Who's coming in after Zane?
Me.
Terrible roll.
Roll a perception check.
Yeah, it's just 1 for me. Yes. Yeah. 6.
Yeah, you walk in, you don't even notice the portrait. You just walk right on by. Alara, roll a perception check as well.
Hold on. I'm eating Chinese food.
That sounds good.
I thought you were about to say cheese, and I was gonna crack up.
She was eating nachos.
It's 12.
12. You guys needed a fucking 10. You both rolled under that. Alara, as you're walking by, you do notice the portrait, and seemingly the two eyes that you can see, because you see the eye patches. The two eyes on both guys seem to move, follow you as you walk by.
Ori,
Mm.
the spooky picture is watching me walk.
What? And he'll look at the picture. What picture? Oh,
That one.
he'll look
It's
at it.
got the spooky guys on it.
And Ori, as you look closer at it, you don't see the eyes move.
Looks fine to me.
You don't see it? But they were
No.
looking right at me.
Alara,
What's
as
the picture?
Her little tears gonna like go down her eyes. because
Alara, you notice the guy on the right with the eye patch on his left direct look at Ori and then look straight at you, and then you see his hand move in the portrait and go shh, and then move back down to where his arm's at his side.
What'd you say?
wanted my cheese.
I just want my cheese.
Just gonna like look up and hold her hands up to Ori, just like,
Can I please just go back on top of your head for a little bit? I don't want to walk around here anymore.
He'll pick her up and put her on top of her head, or put her on top of his head.
Okay.
Do I notice that she's spooked?
Oh yeah, she's very clearly spooked about to everyone. Like, she's just like, look at the picture.
You want me to turn it around, Alara?
I don't know what's going on. The picture told me to be quiet, and then it pointed at you. Then I'm scared.
I'll turn it around. Or he'll try to turn it around.
All right, yeah, you walk up to it. You have to get around the receptionist desk to get to it, but that's easy enough. And you walk up to it. You go to grab the picture off the wall. Seemingly, it does not budge.
Is there anything like screws or like nails? Does it seem like glued to the wall?
No, Actually, you could see the nail that it's hanging from. It's wire hung, but when you go to grab it, it's not moving.
That's weird. We'll tug a little harder.
Roll strength check.
Nat 20.
You go to pull. What? Sorry, what would that be a total of? It's +7 for you, right?
Yep, 27.
27. Okay, so you that was a high DC. You go to pull on it and you grab it and it comes off the wall, but almost like two really high power magnets being attached to each other. It like you could feel the picture being pulled back as you do it, and as you pull, you see some like wood splinter off the wall as you pull it off, and you hear coming from the painting, "Hey, that's rude as fuck, you know."
Oh, he'll let go.
It's rude that you scared the living hell out of me. I don't even know what those words mean. I just heard them once.
But and you see the one with the eye patch on his left, like, so does Zori let go of the painting? That's my question.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Once he hears them, he lets go.
As you let go, it snaps back to the wall. And you see the one with the eye patch on his left move. Everyone sees it. Moves in the painting. And you see him reach towards reach towards like where you would think the actual surface of the painting is, and you see his arm reach out, and then you see fingers start to come out of the painting. And you all of a sudden see this man exit the painting, and his picture behind him is now gone, and it's just the guy and the eye patch on his right eye sitting there with his arm up, like as if he's trying to hug someone, but no one's there. And this guy is like, "Hey, I mean, listen, I'm on vacation, man. Like, this is he looks at you. I apologize, little miss. This is just business. I was on vacation and we needed a way to watch the store, and I didn't mean to shh you, but you were being kind of loud, so."
Fine, but listen, what I'm really here for is for some cheese, okay? So can you help me out?
I certainly cannot help you out with that.
What?
Listen, I don't look. Listen, my name is Atom. My brother Adam, and he points. He's like, that asshole in the picture right there. He's like, he hasn't been manning his store for the last fucking 2 months. All right, it's his job to order the cheese.
He's gonna pull out this like whole ass bag of gold and be like,
I will literally buy your whole stock for this.
and she just slams it down.
And you just hear a boom on the because Lar has a lot of fucking gold right now.
Okay, not all of that. He'll pick it up.
Oh, it's quite is it little?
And he's like, "Listen, let me check the back stock." And he looks at me. He's like, "Oh shit, I have to." And he like touches the painting, and you see him like, so the painting when he stepped through almost like ripped. It was like you saw waves in the painting, almost as if he was like stepping through a door. And he's like, "Shit, I gotta." And he like grabs the painting, puts his hand on it, and you just see it start to like slowly ripple, and it like reforms to where the brother's just there with his arm out like this. He's like, "All right, I'm sorry. My name is Atom, Atom. I hate my mom for naming me that, but here we are. Let me check if I have some aged cheese wheels. How many do you want if I have them, little one?" Little, is she okay? Is she broken?
Let's just say all of them.
I said,
Okay.
She likes cheese.
Okay. So he like walks in the back, and he like what? Like you hear him go down the stairs. He's like, "Aha! I've got cheese!" And he comes up with a stack of 4 massive cheese wheels. And he comes
when he walks down,
Mm-hmm.
do I have time to like go to the painting and like actually try to touch it?
Yeah. Go ahead and you can do that. But so as you do that, you touch it. Feels like a painting. Feels like canvas.
Interesting.
And you hear him. He's like, "I actually had cheese. All right. Let's see here. There's 4 wheels. Each one of these weighs. I sell it by the pound. How many? How much? Do you want all of it?
So, Ori, can you figure that out for me, please?
Well, how much do you want?
I want all of it.
She wants all of it.
Okay.
much?
Each wheel weighs 5 pounds.
Ugh.
So that'd be. This is actually pretty good.
I think current value is 5 copper per pound.
And that's. We're talking frontier prices here, buddy.
Okay, 6.
Let's see here. Carry the 1. I'll sell you all 4 for 2 gold.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Listen, it's aged cheese. It will start getting moldy here in about 2 weeks, and I would definitely eat it before then. Although you can't just scrape the mold off because cheese is, between you and me, I think cheese is just mold.
He
Anyways,
just starts going absolutely fucking feral, and I mean just basically the cheese is disintegrating in her mouth. Like she's just having at it.
and you see, like before Ori can even like hand the gold over to him, you just see Alara just like go full Tasmanian devil on these cheese wheels. And he's like, oh, well, I guess someone really likes cheese. All right. Thank you for your patronage. Is there anything else I could help you with before I get back to my vacation?
Do you have goggles?
Goggles.
Multiple.
Do you have any appy juice?
And he like tilts his head. He's like, one thing at a time, please. Goggles, yes. And he like reaches underneath his his like reception table. He's like, shit, it's really dark in here. And he snaps his fingers, and you see all the lanterns light up in the room. And you also see he also pressed the digitations, all of the doors, or not all the doors, but all the windows wide open. He's like, maybe I'll man the store for the day. Anyways, yes, goggles. He like pulls them. He's like, these do, and they're like literally look like welding goggles.
That's perfect.
Alrighty, I like the way you think. 8 silver.
How many pairs do you have?
The one.
Just one?
The one.
I can do it.
It's Adam's speciality to sell equipment, but I just happen to have this pair.
I'm gonna toss him at least 1 gold for it. I need change.
You need change?
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, and he hands you 2 silver.
Right. Cool.
It's like, well, I sell mainly food here. Apple juice. You asked for apple juice. I don't have squeezed apples, but I do have apples you could squeeze.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. That's why I don't do it.
Do you have milk?
No.
Oh,
I've been on vacation for the last 5 days. I haven't had time to go to the local farms and pick up milk.
Ori could probably squeeze the apples.
That is true. Ori's strength is like 20.
Alara's just gonna like do this little happy dance. It's
I
like
could
straight up.
probably
It's
squeeze
like
the
the
apples.
Fortnite dance.
Oh my
Straight
god.
up.
I guess I could. She flosses.
Yeah, she just she's going hard. Like
It's like, all right, well, do you want to? I have 2 dozen apples here that I can sell you. They've only been sitting on the shelf for 5 days. But
Do you know
I do keep him in the cellar where it's cool. Sorry, go ahead.
do
Little
you know how much juice that might make?
one? I imagine a lot.
Well, then I'll take your whole stock. Or you better get to squeezing.
Okay.
You're
he-
paying for the apples.
I thought I already paid for the cheese.
Well, these are your. This is no. Okay, how much?
he looks at it. It's a gold for the 2 dozen.
Okay, I'm a gold.
5 silver a piece for it's 5 silver per dozen. But he's like, all right, thank you. And he
You have
like
jars or
sorry, go ahead.
some jars or beakers or test tubes with corks and maybe some leather. Do you have leather?
I'd have to look, and I'd have to look. Leather, probably yes. All right.
Has leather for you.
You have leather. What did you say? You had leather?
I have leather, yeah.
Okay. Well, your friend said he has leather. Do you still want leather?
Well, no, I have an idea for a pouch, but I do need more beakers, test tubes,
I could do that for you. And he
something that would safely store poison.
Oh, you're one of those people. Gotcha.
I'm also very quick with the dagger, so please be careful with the comments.
And I'm very quick with my magic, so you can take the threats outside if you want. Anyways, let's see here. And he like starts rummaging through his stuff. He's like, yeah, I have 5 beakers. I hope these will do. You need. I assume you need cork tops for them. You're trying to put poison in them.
Yes, please.
Okay, that will be. Let's see here. It's 2 silver, a file. That's 1 gold for these.
All right, I've got 1 gold for you. Thank you.
No problem. All right. Anything else at all?
Don't have a funnel.
No, I don't.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about the missing kids around here, would you?
That's a crying shame, isn't it? No, all I know is that my business has been really, really slow as of late because more and more people are leaving. All I know is that there's some weird stuff going on in the forest, and I tend to keep to my own from whenever it turns nighttime here.
Fair. You wouldn't happen to have healing potions, would you?
I don't, but Adam might over at his store.
Can you get him there?
I can't get him there, but I can go over there.
That would work.
And he walks over. He literally walks right past you guys, and walks out the door and walks across the street. He's actually just stay here. And he walks over, and in about 2 minutes he walks back, and he has 3 regular healing potions. He's like,
how much you want for them?
50 gold apiece.
I'll take all 3.
All right, that's 150 gold, my friend. I'll knock off 10 gold because, why not? They're my brother's potions. He can take the profit loss. So 140 gold.
Got it.
Can you point us to the mayor's house?
You want the mayor? We don't have a mayor. We have Meyer.
No, I don't want Maya. I want like your leader's house, the one that's in charge of this town.
Oh, and he like points towards the Silver Lining Inn. He's like,
You've got to be joking.
You'll find him over there. Have fun.
Are you talking about
There's no one
Dexter?
else.
I'm not. Dexter lives there. Yeah, I'm talking about the other one. What's his name? Or was it her?
Temple one?
Oh wait, he has a brother, right? Yeah, him. The temple. You go to the temple.
I'm just gonna like rub my temples together, and be like.
It seems like you've already had interactions with these people. Understandably, they're frustrating to deal with. I I'd say Adventurers Guild. Old Lars over there, he knows what he's talking about. But we really don't have any leadership here. I mean, like,
No wonder your town's gone to crap. You ain't got no one to lead it.
people
It's-
just live here, man. Like, what do you want from me?
There's 5. I've counted 5 people. 5 people, not including double personalities, in this city. Is there more than that?
There used to be.
Right
It's not
now,
currently.
today, as of this sunset that came up, how many people live within this city?
So here, there's me. There's Adam, although he hasn't been here in 2 months. Let's see here. There's Dexter and all of his weirdness. There's Meyer, which I don't even know if Meyer still lives here. There's Delma, that weirdo. You got oh god, you got the people at the temple. You got the head priest, which is Dexter's brother, and then you have the 2 nuns that live there, but I don't think they exist anymore. You got Lars.
They don't exist.
Oh, they left. Maybe they left. I don't know if they left for good. I haven't seen anybody in 5 days. I've been not here. I've been spending time on the Azure Coast. But let's see here. Yeah, most of the families have left. There's that old guy. What's his name? Pete? Was it Pete? Yeah, it was Pete. His wife died. I think there's 10 people in the town. Used to be more. I mean, if you count the adventurers that haven't... wait, have the adventurers come back yet?
No.
Okay. I was wondering about them. I have a friend that's an adventurer that has not come back yet.
Is that your
You know which
owl?
way he would have went?
Yeah, I literally watched him leave. He points to the west on the western path. He's like, they went down that path and they went into the forest. I haven't seen him since. So,
Is that your pet owl that's flying around the city?
pet owl? You mean that white one? No, that thing just kind of shows up. But between you and me, some of the older people in town, I think Lars believes it too. Anytime that white owl's seen, disaster happens. Don't know though.
Interesting.
Maybe it's just a coincidence. But yeah, I don't know. Unless you guys want anything else, I would like to shut the store back up and go back to vacation. I'll be back in a couple of days.
Oh, I need like 2 pounds of dried beef.
Oh, like jerky? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's no problem. 2 pounds, that's a little bit more expensive out here. I think. I'll give you a discount. 1 gold and 5 silver, and it's all yours.
All right. Here's 3 gold for everything. Give me some more. Just give me 3 gold's worth.
Oh, okay. That can be done. And he hands it to you, and he's like, well, unless you have anything else, I have a hot date back on the coast.
Have fun.
Who the hell dates you?
Rude. Just because I have an eye patch doesn't mean I'm not desirable. Listen,
Eye patch builds character.
thank you, my friend. Okay.
Have you ever wanted
I
your
don't
eye
know you.
back?
What?
Have you ever wanted your eye back?
What kind of stupid question is that? Of course I want my eye back.
Are you gonna be around in a couple days?
Well, I have to travel all the way from the Azure Coast with my wagon, and that's a 1-week trip, and I'm leaving in 3 days, so I'll be here in like 10 days.
I don't know if we'll be here that long, but I'll see what I can do for you if you are.
Okay, that's the case. I mean, man, I could get one up on my brother. That'd be nice. I might have to rush my trip back, or I guess I could jump through the picture again. Although that takes a lot of magic to do that.
No.
Okay, well, if that's it, I'm going. And you anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I will see you guys later. And he walks up, and you see the portal, or not the portal, but the photo like ripple again, and then just you see him put his arm through it, and he just sucks him back into the picture, and then you see him reapparate in front of his brother, well, next to his brother, with his arm around his brother.
Well, I think we should potentially go get some food in our bellies and maybe head on that path to the west and see what we can find.
I think I had plenty of food in my belly.
I spoke with Lars at the Adventurers Guild, and he sent adventurers in every different direction of the woods, so I'm not sure if it really matters.
We gotta start somewhere. Nobody seems to know anything.
It's true.
Did he say which direction the last group he sent out went?
The west.
I think we should start with that then. After food. Which I'm sure Dexter can procure us a decent meal to start with before we head out.
Can somebody please tell me why I'm having the urge for cheese?
I blame the little one.
Okay. So you guys are going back to Dexter's then?
Yeah, unfortunate.
Before Aiko goes back, he's gonna call Aragon over,
Okay.
and he wants to send Aragon into flight, and he wants to use Dragon Sight to see if he sees anybody that he doesn't recognize walking around the town.
Okay. Easy enough. Make a I'm gonna say make a perception check with advantage. 2 18s. Yeah, you look around and there's not actually a lot of people out and about. You see one of the nuns from the temple out changing water at the there's a well pump out there. And you see you actually see Delma outside grabbing something in the pile of junk behind her house. But you don't see anybody out of the ordinary.
Alrighty.
Although, I'm going to say with an 18, since you're only looking at the town, normally you wouldn't see this, but however, you do see a shadow moving in the forest. I'm going to say rounds about here. That is like fairly large, bipedal, but it like you see its head move and look at Aragon and then get down on all fours and take off into the woods.
Did it, was I able to see which direction he took off in?
Nope, it just kind of disappeared.
Okay.
But you did see that with an 18. So, you guys make your way back to Dexter's at Silver Lining Inn. You walk in and seemingly Dexter's nowhere to be found.
Dexter?
And,
Where are you, you shite-eating bastard?
And you hear come from one of the side rooms on the main floor. Oh, Dexter isn't here. Dexter is... I don't know where Dexter went to, but I can maybe help you. And you see, opening up the door, you see Dexter, wearing a knitted bonnet on his head. And he's bent over with a walking stick in his hand. It's like, nice to meet you. My name is Rosemary.
Hello, Rosemary.
I'm sorry. The kitchen... I think
we're here for a meal.
Yes, I figured that was the case. Most people don't come here during the day unless they want food. I think the kitchen is closed today, but I could whip you something up.
That would be great.
Okay, let me get to it. And you just see her walk very slowly back behind into the kitchen. And she's like, well, I suppose I should ask you if you want anything to drink.
Water's fine.
Milk.
Just water.
Happy juice.
Appy juice? You mean apple juice?
Oh.
I don't think we have any, but I could get you milk.
Fine. Thank you.
Okay. And she wanders back, and within just a few minutes, she brings out full cups of water and with 2 pitchers and 2 cups of milk with a pitcher of milk. It's like, feel free to drink that while I make you your food. Is there any specific requests that I need to worry about?
Vegetarian, please. No meat.
I can do something about that. Would a
Lots of meat for the rest of us.
would a salad work for you, young lady?
Yes, that would be perfect. Thank you.
No problem. And she just turns around and slowly walks back with her walking stick.
I'm just gonna be like visibly gritting my teeth, like trying to keep it in. Like, I'll just tolerate it while we're here.
And then you hear the door swing open.
Oh, you guys are here for lunch. Who's making you lunch?
It's Mary.
Rose? Oh, my mother. Yes. Yes. She's a great cook. She's just kind of old. I'm sorry, the kitchen is closed today, but I'll help her make her some food.
And he just like skips back into the kitchen.
Hate it here.
I fucking love Magic's face right now. That's great. So it
Hey,
takes.
Jack, your camera's frozen, by the way.
Yeah, I know. It's the fucking cam link being stupid.
And I know we've been caught up in conversation stuff. What's Beep doing during all this?
I'd say Beep's just kind of following along.
Okay.
You know, since I haven't gotten any call back or message from Austin today, so I assume he probably fell asleep. But either way, so Beep's just following along. And Rosemary, and as you get a closer look at Rosemary's looks like Dexter, but definitely has a lot more feminine features than Dexter. And you can definitely tell now, like, and you see them standing next to each other. Yeah, okay, they're their mother and son. Like, but it's like, all right, your food is ready, young ones. And she brings out with Dexter just a pile of steak and chicken and lamb, and then for Elka puts out a full salad, like with carrots and tomatoes and cucumbers and all sorts of good stuff. She's like, I don't know if you wanted any salad dressing, young one.
No, this is perfect.
Okay. Do you want anything else with the meat, or is meat fine?
Meat good.
Okay, I'll bring you some bread. And she turns around and she's like, Dexter! Bread! Bring him bread! I'm gonna go lay down. And she
Wait, I
just...
thought Dexter wasn't here.
No, Dexter walked...
He walked right by us.
Oh, okay.
Get it together.
It's just too creepy.
Did you not get enough sleep, Aiko?
No. I seen Ori's arm get ripped off. I don't sleep much now.
Does anybody know why my jaw might hurt?
No.
Yes, I
particular
punched you.
reason.
What, you little twit?
Well, that teaches you to get drunk while you're trying to watch out for evil.
And so after you guys eat, and You hear Rosemary from the other room. I really hope they liked my cooking. It's been a couple of years since I've cooked for anybody but me or my Dexter.
It's very delicious.
Is it actually good?
Is it good?
Yeah.
It's actually fantastic.
Oh,
It
wonderful.
is very good, home cooked, like mama's making it kind of food.
Is it like 5 temporary hit points or like 15 temporary hit points?
It's like 0 temporary hit
God
points
damn it.
and 2d6 worth of damage if you ask that again.
No.
I already put 5 down. You can't stop. I'm just kidding.
I didn't even call you the bad words.
Thank you for not saying it because I was grabbing the 2d8.
I heard it. I heard it.
Is it as good as Vaten makes?
No.
Bot and me make pretty good meals.
Vaten and Zane make very good food. But this is, I mean, for a backwater town, food being made from a woman that looks just like her schizophrenic son.
Does it taste like children?
What? God.
Roll an insight
How do you
check.
know?
That you know what? Can I do that as well?
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
I think that is something that Vaten would be.
See if this
How
is
do you know what
interested in.
children taste like?
Yeah.
human flesh.
Don't ask.
Human flesh. Yes.
Human
8.
I am a lizard folk, remember?
Yeah,
Hold on.
True.
Insight with advantage or right, normal.
just normal.
Okay, insight.
Thaddeus wouldn't know the difference. But Vaten, even with an 8, you've had human flesh before. And you know what it tastes like, and you know that it's not necessarily the best meat out there. And you would know that no, this is just beef and chicken and lamb. So
Okay.
We are we heading west today before nightfall?
What time is it now?
roughly 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay, I have a technical question.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to move the poison that I have in this sack into these jugs or these beakers. How many beakers do I have now? 6.
Okay. Explain to me, would you be very, very careful in pouring them, or would you try to do this
Oh
quickly?
no, I'm just gonna line them up and yes, like
Shots.
Roll. I'm gonna say, for the sake of filling them all up, I want you to roll a dexterity check.
Can I assist?
Absolutely. I was gonna give him advantage anyways. I'm going to
Okay.
say, roll a dexterity check twice with advantage.
It's dexterity saving throw.
No,
or
just a
my
regular
dex?
regular dex check. So,
Oops.
and
dexterity.
so twice.
Hey.
23 and a 17. Yeah, you fill up those vials, no issue. Takes you about 2 minutes to fill them all up very carefully, but you have, 8 full vials of wyvern venom.
Okay. Do I have anything left in the wyvern sack?
You gauge you probably have 2 vials worth more of wyvern venom.
Okay. I'm going to leave that on. I'm going to go out to where our cart is,
Okay.
and I'm going to just like wrap something around it and tuck it in the corner where.
And I'll hand you the leather armor that I promised you. Because you needed extra leather.
Well, no, what I'm looking for is I want like a sack that I can secure these beakers in, like tubes that would keep them from sloshing around and that I could access them without having to worry about.
Like a bandolier?
Yes, exactly. Like something that can go across my chest that I've got all these. No, I'm just. It's too much YouTube.
Or a belt.
A belt, yes, a belt or a little pouch sack that would have little straps that could hold these things in I really don't want them sloshing around and then spilling on somebody. I have a tendency to pass out sometimes and get hit by my own friends.
It's
I think
okay.
he's your friend.
Damn.
We could worry about that another time. I think I have these secured for now.
Okay. So as after you've done that, are you guys gonna try to head into the woods?
Yup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Technical question: did we actually get a long rest or not?
Yes, you
I
did.
don't remember.
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
Oh, we did. Okay. I never reset my spells. That's why I was
You leveled up and you took a long rest.
cool.
I have like 3 or 4 minutes.
For what? If you gotta go, just go.
Okay.
So as you guys make your, so my question is, are you going to be bringing your cart into the forest, or are you just going to be leaving your steeds?
No, we're leaving them behind. We'll walk it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll bring like general supplies.
Okay. So as you guys, is that now? Is everyone going? That's?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This is a group effort.
We're gonna hold hands and skip.
I just know
We could all get fireballed now.
What time of day is it?
Around 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
And if you want a little bit of mark for when you saw that shadow, it's probably about 45 minutes ago at this point.
Okay.
But so you guys make your way in. Would you be going single file or just kind of haphazardly walking through the woods? Because you kind of know that, as been told by many people, the woods aren't that scary during the day.
I'd say about 2 by 2,
Okay.
probably.
Yeah.
Probably
make
the way
us
we
do a
have them lined up
formation.
right now.
Yeah, probably.
Or he
So-
has his weapons drawn.
Okay.
I have my gauntlets up there ready as well.
Since we're all going as a group and Aiko knows the forest, he's gonna climb a tree and he's gonna hop from tree to tree.
Nice. Okay.
Like Naruto.
So.
So.
Okay. So as you guys make your way in, there's a really, I mean, it seems like a forest, and nothing really much going on. But I would like, who would be taking the charge here? Probably Ori and Zane, or
Yeah.
Yeah, probably just how it looks.
okay. So, Ori, Zane, the path is, for everyone, the path really isn't that big. It's definitely a footpath, maybe big enough for like a single wagon to make its way through. And definitely a path that's been used by locals more than travelers. And as you're making your way, I would like Ori, Alara, and Zane, and Aiko, since he's up in a tree, to all make a perception check.
Nice.
Do I
Take
get
that.
advantage since I got high ground?
Nope.
16.
16, 13, 21, and 20. So, what you notice as you walk into the forest is, almost watching you from afar, there is a single stag that has white coloration, almost albino, looking at you through the woods, and just every step you take, it parallels you. Aiko, you look down on it, and it's probably, from you in the trees, it's probably about 8 or 9 trees away from you. So probably about 80 feet, 90 feet, just far enough away where it can keep its distance, but also close enough that it can keep an eye on you. every step you're taking, all of you notice this deer that is pacing the front of the group.
Anybody seen this before?
Would Aiko have seen this before, since this is his part of the woods?
You wouldn't necessarily know of a albino stag, but you would know that stags are pretty common in the forest. Now, however, one that is albino with red eyes, not so common, but you have seen albino creatures before. So, you guys can do whatever you want with that information.
Or we'd probably just leave it alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you guys continue walking, you're looking around, and the woods are thick, but they seem... You could see a lot more in the daytime. The darkness and thickness of the forest seems to open up a lot when the sun is beaming down into it. And I would like... Who would... I guess Beep would probably be at the back, and Va10 would be at the back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Va10, is he back? No, he's not. I'm gonna just say, for the sake of this, we're gonna say Beep and Elka. Make a perception check for me. That is a 6 for a good old Beep. 21. So you are looking around, and as you do notice the stag as well, but the stag doesn't really catch your eye. What catches your eye is you look to your left, and you see what looks like a tiny creature with butterfly-like wings, jumping from flower to flower. Probably 20 feet into the woods. And it seems to be looking right at you. And whenever you look at it, it makes direct eye contact with you, Elka. And then immediately disappears into nothing.
Okay. Guys, I just... Can we go in that direction? And I'm just gonna like point in the direction that the butterfly was.
Okay. It's up to you guys.
Could split up.
I'd rather
saw
us stay
something.
together.
I'm gonna go with sticking together here.
I would also suggest that. But I think we should go this direction.
I'm down to try it.
What did you see? Did something spur you into this direction?
There was a butterfly and I saw it, it looked at me and then it disappeared, but it was going in that direction. And I feel like it wants me to follow it.
A butterfly?
It curiously also, I guess, a bit of a you said you rolled the 21.
Yes.
What you also saw on it before it disappeared was a very human-like face.
Well, that's creepy. I hate it.
The body
So it's
was
a butterfly with a human face, or is it?
It's
Is it like a fairy?
yeah, like a pixie, like a fairy. I'm sorry, I didn't really describe that perfectly. It looks like a little humanoid creature with pointy ears, large bug-like eyes, and butterfly-like wings, and it's probably about 7 inches tall. And it was hopping.
I mean, I would know what that is, right?
Yeah, you would definitely. You're from Arun. You would know that this is a pixie, or what looks like one.
Okay. Pixies are good.
Ish.
Okay. So I'm gonna be like, there was a pixie. We need to go this way.
I hate
Okay.
pixies.
Is this forest, little one, you've lived here, has this forest always been enchanted?
It all depends on what part you're in, but majority of it is enchanted, all because of all the creatures that live here. But the stuff we've seen, I've never seen before or heard about.
Have you always had demons like me in the forest?
No, not really. Not that I know of.
Aiko, roll a nature check for me. Yeah, not really. On the demon question.
Fair enough.
So you guys are gonna try to follow the what seems like a pixie that Alka just saw, or?
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys make your way into the woods, Ori, make a make a wisdom saving throw.
$19.
Okay. You feel a very similar buzz on your brain that is very reminiscent of the first time you spoke to whatever spoke into your head that one night. It is up to you whether or not you want to answer it and open up your brain to it.
Is it... So it's just similar?
To your knowledge, it could be the very same thing you talked to. Trying to make
It
contact
just
with
wants
you
to
again.
communicate.
Yeah.
Nothing hostile.
To your knowledge, no, it just feels like a little vibration in your head and like a feeling of...
Yeah, I'll let it in.
Okay. In your head, you hear, I wouldn't follow that if I were you.
Or he stops. Why?
I'm gonna look at him and like confused and be like, what?
Or he holds up his hand to Zane.
Those creatures, they may look innocent and cute even, but they try to draw you in. I wouldn't follow it if I were you.
Is this these... Do I recognize his voice? Is it the same one from before?
This is the observer that you...
Okay. It is a fae, correct?
As to my knowledge, Fae don't come to this realm very often. However, that very well could be.
Fae are not to be trusted.
Generally, if you see a fairy or a pixie in the woods, to my knowledge, and from everything I've seen, nothing ever really ends well.
I was told something similar. He'll, is everyone continue walking, or?
I would have stopped.
Well, you're at the front of the group, so you stop as... I mean, Elka may walk right past you, but that's up to her.
Probably, like, if he's stopping, I'm gonna probably look at him and be like
You
listen
also
to
hear
his
me
half of
talking.
the-
You hear
right,
him
I'm like hearing your
talking
half
out.
of the conversation.
Yeah.
Aiko is in the tree, so he didn't see Ori stop, so he probably just kept going.
Okay.
Aiko. Yell at you. Or
Yes?
Aiko. We're going back to the path.
Oh, okay.
Wait, why we should follow it?
Elka,
I was
Yeah.
told by the observer not
The
to
what?
follow.
Elka, make
The what now?
make a wisdom saving throw.
Or
Without any hesitation, you hear in your head,
Hello, little one.
I'm just gonna like put my hands out and be like,
Of all people in this group, you should know the dangers of following a pixie into the woods.
no, known plenty of pixies, and they weren't that bad.
Were they not that bad, or did you just ignore the things they did?
No comment.
If you're curious, I am the one Ori has been talking to.
That doesn't make you any better.
All right, who the hell is everyone speaking with?
I'm just like looking around confused, like, what the
Why don't you show yourself and speak to all of us?
Oh,
He
very
won't show
well.
himself. Oh.
And you see that same stag that you saw wander up to you guys, and
I suppose I could talk through my watchers like this. Never tried this before.
and you just see you see the deer's mouth moving.
Well, this is
Oh.
interesting.
Okay, am I drunk by any chance again?
No, Thaddeus, darling, you are not drunk. Now, I understand some of you may be concerned or freaked out. I am the observer. I am the one that has been talking to you, Ori, and now in Alka's head. I am, well, just call me a neutral party in this game of detective your party seems to be playing.
I spoke with an owl.
Oh, you spoke with that watcher. I see. Well, that watcher tends to not report back to me when I want it to, but it is a faithful watcher of mine, and I'm sure it had no ill intent. Was it a white owl?
Yes.
Very well. Is the one
Well,
I'm thinking of.
That's right, you saw it with me.
Yes, it landed on me.
Yeah, that one's a little bit of a trickster. I don't have total control over my watchers, but I certainly do everything I can to rein them in. They're the ones that are my eyes and ears over this forest.
So who's in charge of the forest?
A god, maybe? I mean,
If you have eyes and ears everywhere, do you know where the children are?
I am bound to my morals. Maybe not my morals. Morals is not a good word for it. I'm bound to my oath that I am not allowed to mingle and interrupt or stop the deeds of others like me. But what I can say is that another like me is responsible.
Well, I mean, you telling us what's happening and us going to stop it isn't you intervening, because we'd be intervening.
Make a persuasion check there, Zane. It's a really high DC, and you fucking failed.
You got it. Yes.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm gonna step in front of Zane,
Mhm.
in front of his legs, and be like, listen, he's kind of right. I feel like you're not interfering with what they're doing, if we're the ones doing it, and what you're doing now, you're doing something, and if you're already doing something, you might as well continue doing things.
You roll a persuasion check as well, but with advantage because of the overwhelming crowd behind you wanting to say the same thing.
Right, I got 18.
Can I say something?
Sure.
18.
So Aragon doesn't know what's going on, and he like just swoops in and lands in front of Elka, like trying to protect him from this creature.
Well, it's a deer, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't know what it is.
Yeah,
He's a
okay.
baby.
And so 18, you look at the deer, and it doesn't move, but you hear, and then at that point, Aragon swoops down. Now, little one,
I am no harm to your master. You can stand down. And you see the deer walk up to Aragon and like put its nose against Aragon's head. And Aragon like takes a step back and then sits down in like a sitting position and just looks up at the deer. I am no threat to anybody, any living thing. I am simply here to observe. However, I did take an oath long ago that I wouldn't interfere with the doings and the deeds of others like me. Now, what I can tell you is the one who did it. So please listen. The one who took the children is named the One Who Prays. You've probably seen her before, or it. I'm not really sure what they go by. Charades themselves as a cloaked woman. Tends to be floating through the forest. I'm sure you've seen her before.
Yes.
She's dangerous. Very dangerous. Us remnants, if you want to call us. We tend to be caught on our own path of our own oath we took and our own purpose that was given to us when we were made. The One Who Prays, their goal solely is to lure people into the forest and take them. If you
Take them where?
see, this is where I'm limited. I actually don't know. I don't know the layer of this one. In fact, I don't even know if she takes them out of the forest or keeps them in the forest. All I know is that these are her hunting grounds.
What does she do with them?
Her
Are they dead?
No, I don't think she kills them. She tends to feed on the fear and misfortunes of those she captures. So chances are she doesn't kill them per se, but I am unaware of where she takes them. However, what I can tell you is that there are many things in this forest that are similar to my watchers, the animals you've come in contact with, that tend to lure those who are unacquainted with these woods into the woods deeper for them never to return. So, I can't help you physically because I have no physical form other than my watchers where I could take over their bodies. But what I can tell you is this. I've yet to see any of the ones that disappeared. I've yet to see them leave the forest.
When you say you haven't seen them leave the forest,
I have
you're
not
you're an observer of the entire forest. Is that correct?
of the world.
Of the world. So
My
these people have gone in, but not come out.
I have simply watched children night after night get out of their bed, walk to the front door of their home, walk out in nothing but their pajamas or sleepwear, wander into the forest, and never come back.
Is there a direction they go?
Any which way. Closest piece of woods that they could wander into, that's where they go.
But you say you are an observer and you see all.
I don't see all.
Then you're not an observer?
I am an observer.
Then you see all.
I see all that I can see. I do not see those that I cannot see.
This may be rude to ask, but You said you're not physically here.
That is correct.
Is there a potential the one who prays is physically here?
The one who prays has a physical body.
Is it the
Okay.
werewolf that lives up near the mountain that everyone's terrified of?
Oh no. That one is kinder than you think. However, I would not want to cross his path at night. That is for sure. He has a hard time controlling himself when he sees something living. But he's kinder during the day. That is for sure.
So is this a physical, or is this a force like you?
The answer to that question is yes to both. We are the remnants of creation. We're beings that were born eons ago that took a form of the will of all living beings during creation. I am an observer. My job from the very beginning, since the time of creation, was to watch over and know the names and know the fears, know the things that make people happy. But I know all, and I can tell you, I do not know where these children have gone.
Then you don't know all.
Well, I do know all when it comes to living creatures. I do not know all when it comes to creatures like myself. The one who prays is just like that.
Yes, but if you say living creatures, and that creature, like you, takes a living creature, would you not know where they are?
Those living creatures are shrouded by the energy that the one who prays gives off. I'm sure if you've
Oh.
seen it before.
This is a better question then.
Mm-hmm.
Where have you not seen in a long time?
Well, not many wander into these forests. I know of the gnome villages, and I know of the orc camps. I know of the wolf packs. I know of the few werewolves that wander these forests and these mountains.
Is there a particular place in the forest that you have not seen in a long time?
Any people?
Anything, period.
You say living things, I assume you mean the trees as well, right?
I know all trees, yes.
Is there a
So-
section of forest where you do not see anything?
And you see the deer kind of like take a step backwards. I suppose there is a section. And the deer goes silent.
Let me ask you this.
Hold on, Thaddeus, let her think.
If you have children, which are the future of society, and the children are gone, you have no society.
I think he cares about society.
And if you care about the growth and future, you are, by observing, allowing it to die. Is that your wish?
I have no wish. I only
Is
have
that your duty?
I only have duty. My job is to observe all living creatures. That is my job. I can
Where are the dead creatures?
The dead creatures return to Ammriel and return to the soil and are reborn. Now, you asked me a question if there were any places in the forest that seemed dead that I
Yes.
haven't known. There is a place. From where you're at now, if you head north into the woods, 20 miles, near the base, near the foothills, really, of the mountain, there's a clearing that I've yet to sense any living essence in the last. Well, I don't have a very good concept of time.
Not recently, I take it.
It's been a while. However, I can point you in the right direction. I cannot help you.
That is completely acceptable.
This is the most interaction I've had with the living creatures I observe in a very long time. So, and you see the deer flip around and point where with its ass end at you, and like point its head and dip its head down in a direction which is straight north. If you head straight north, you will find a clearing. In that clearing, there once stood a very large, very vibrant tree. I have not seen or heard from that tree in many years. I wrote it off as the tree died, but maybe something else happened.
Do you have another watcher in that area?
I have watchers everywhere. I suppose I can check. And you just see the deer start slowly walking towards back the trail, like back towards the trail. And you hear out loud, "I see the tree. But the tree is alive. Now, I don't sense its life force, so what happened?" And then you hear, "Head north, 20 miles. It would be a day's walk from here, so figure that out yourself, I suppose."
I
Watch.
want to do an insight check to make sure this ain't a trap.
Go for it.
I would like to make sure we're not walking into something terrible.
Everybody can roll an insight if you feel like it.
17.
10.
Because I don't trust this thing.
20 from Baten. A 9.
nine.
9. Yeah, the group succeeded. You guys all get the sense that whatever this being is has no reason to lie to you. And it is pointing you is your first genuine lead for this whatever this job is, this mystery since you've gotten here. But that it from everything you can tell is not trying to deceive you.
Can you send the owl with us?
The owl can come with if I can get a hold of it. That thing is a wild one.
It's fine. We'll get there.
Just know I know your every step. I have creatures throughout the forest that keep an eye on you. Every tree has the ability to see you if I want it to.
We will probably head back and take an early night before we head there.
Watch out for the shapeshifter on your way back.
You know, it wouldn't be the first time.
I can talk about him.
I would love to hear what you have to say.
And the deer starts walking with you down the trail. As you guys make your way back to Caister. The shapeshifter is a remnant of destruction. It was spawned after the fracture, and it takes on many forms, but its sole purpose is to find the form that it wants the most. I noticed you did battle with this creature last night, yes?
Battle's a bit of a misunderstanding. I tried to attack it, and it did nothing.
That is a creature that has no physical form. If you want to destroy it, you must use holy magic.
Yeah, I'm a bit unholy for that type of thing.
All I know is that remnants of creation and remnants of destruction tend to draw to each other like magnets. I don't know if this one was drawn to the one who prays, or was drawn to my overwhelming presence across the world. These forests, put it in perspective, this forest is but a drop in the bucket for everything I need to take care of and watch. But it is also my duty to guide those who seem lost. So, as you make your way to the north, if I feel that it's necessary to reconvene, I will find a way to do so.
It's good.
And you see the deer look at you, bow its head. Farewell. Yes.
Look here, DM.
Okay, I'm looking.
Quick question, observer, before you go.
Yes.
Should I be concerned when the shapeshifter said I was its favorite?
That was said to you?
Yes.
Learn holy magic.
Yeah, I don't know if that's possible for
Oh,
me.
shit.
Miss Observer,
Yes.
my night of last was quite a blur.
Yes, you were drunk on the front porch of the Silver Lining Inn. I saw you very clearly.
How would I have gotten drunk? I was drinking water from my flask.
And you just see the deer that was about to just kind of like bamf out of there. Look at you and just like, if a deer could shake its head, that was alcohol, my friend.
Oh.
Ori, you and I seem to have a stronger connection than most.
I wish to speak with you in private.
And you hear in your head, what do you need?
Can I talk to him, like, through my head?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You see the world, right?
I do.
Can you see my village?
I can.
How are they?
They all seem happy. They are living their lives as anyone would expect them to. None of them seem in bad spirits, and none of them, well, the littlest one seems to be a little bit more distressed, but maybe that's, oh, I see. Yes, the little one fell down and uh is a little angry it fell down, but other than that they seem to be doing fine.
Are my siblings there?
Yes, the siblings. Let's see here. Well, one of them's out hunting. The other one is, well, actually they all seem to be convening for some reason. Oh no, I'd have to send a watcher primarily to be there in order to hear what they're saying. But I can tell you from what I can see over the grand scheme of the world, they seem to be doing fine.
I see.
Ori, be careful with whatever else looms inside your psyche.
I was going to ask, what do you see?
I see a lost young man who has no idea why he does what he does. I also see two people inside your own brain. One that loves others and one that hates others. I'd have to dive deeper and, to be honest, in more of my stronger physical forms in order to dive deeper, but I can see that you are troubled. You may not understand that. You may not understand why you're troubled, but you are troubled for some reason.
I feel bound.
Okay. Let me, since I have a connection to you, and I find people from time to time that I can just speak freely to. Most of the time, you'll feel a sensation that feels like it's rattling the back of your skull whenever I try to speak to you. Anytime you feel that sensation, I'd be able to speak with you no matter where you are in the world. I don't mind looking deeper into you once I figure out a form that can do exactly that.
I see.
However,
That is all.
I would just say be careful. Very well. And then you see the deer look at everyone. Well, I must be off. I have other things to care for. And, do say hi if you ever see one of my watchers. See you later. And you just see the deer evaporate in front of your eyes.
Nice guy.
It was enlightening.
At least we have something to go off of now. Probably for the best if we leave as soon as the sun's available to us.
Agreed.
It
We
is
should make it an early night.
about 3 hours have passed since you've wandered into the forest. Seemingly it's only been about an hour, but when you look at the sun as you wander out, its time seems to pass differently once you enter the forest. And as you guys make your way back, are you going to go back to Silver Lining Inn for the night?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys make your way back. I'm gonna see you already. I mean, granted, you haven't really used any spells today, but you do take a long rest. No need for, unless people want to stay up at night and potentially try to listen and hear what's going on in the woods. All of you
Yeah,
can.
or he's good. Take like a watch kind of thing.
Okay. All of you can take a rest if you want to.
I'm just gonna rest up.
Aiko's gonna sneak off from the inn and steal one of the carts. Like, not leave the cart there, but undo the animal that's pulling the cart and just start heading towards that direction because he's anxious to find his child.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to do a few things. Then you're not gonna have to roll stealth check because you're tiny and it's not. People are kind of minding their own business. As you wander to the back of the Silver Lining Inn, I need you to roll an animal handling check to see if you can get onto this beast of burden. And 16. Wow, you actually had a good roll for once in your life.
I know.
Yeah, you're easily able to unhitch and move down the footpath as it's getting dark into the woods. We'll get to you in a second. So does anybody else want to stay up with Ori?
Yes.
Okay, so Vaten does.
Nope.
I'm going to rest.
So Ori puts the little baby to sleep.
The baby.
Like wraps her up like a burrito in a blanket.
With a ball
Forget
of
what-
cheese.
I forget what those are called. A swaddler, like baby swaddlers.
Yeah.
Burrito bean.
A cocoon.
Yeah.
The
So-
cheese cocoon.
Or he's just outside sitting on the deck.
So I'm gonna say Aiko slipped away as that was happening, unless Vaten. I mean, I could see if you saw him, if that's what you want to do, but because I know that's how Vaten acts.
I know it's. I'm of two minds here. I think because Vaten specifically wants to talk to Ori, I think he might have missed Aiko leaving.
Okay.
Or his mind is just elsewhere right now.
Oh.
So, okay. So you guys,
Oh,
what?
and
That
in
is?
my room,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to leave the window open with the
Okay.
hopes that the owl may show up.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. I'm very confused as to what's that. Why can't I'm trying to get a character card to pop up, or not character card, but a character sheet to pop up, and it's being stupid in Roll20. What in the world is happening here?
I've had it get really messed up on me before to where I've had to refresh the page, which sucks as the DM because I'm sure you have a ton of notes open in different tabs and stuff.
Okay, I was able to do it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I was trying here, man. Okay. So everyone goes to sleep other than Ori, Vaten, and Aiko. Aiko, you wander off into the forest on that beast of burden, on that bowl. We'll get to you in a second. The floor is yours, Vaten. What do you want to? You've got Ori alone on the front, I guess on the front porch of the Silver Lining Inn.
If you,
Yeah.
as you like walk up to him, you see him drawing like 8 stick figures with horns, like with a stick.
Mm-hmm. Large one. I am worried about something the voice changer said about the children who go missing.
What worries you?
The voice changer said after 2 weeks, a child was missing. 2 weeks, another child was missing. I'm worried about the littlest one.
I'll keep an eye on her.
This one will help.
She will be all right.
We have days. We have been here 2 days. 3 now. But we do not know where the last child was taken. It could be time. We should watch.
I'll tie her down. That should do it.
We do not know what is causing the issues. This one thinks that keeping a watch would be wiser.
Yes. I'll wake someone up before I go to bed.
This one will volunteer.
Okay.
You draw. Well, yeah, now I'm going to address the thing that I think Ori wants addressed, so...
No, I want you to ignore it. These are my siblings. I'm glad they are okay.
One has no siblings.
They made me who I am. I fear I destroyed them long ago. But I'm glad they are okay.
How would the large one destroy them? In combat?
Like I killed the others in the cave.
Ori, make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
I think it's just a 1. Why is it? Okay. $11.
Vaten, you notice a... Only way to describe it is an aura about him that turns from a fairly lovable, loving dude to you start to feel this weird bloodlust intensity that as soon as you start talking about combat, he tenses up. Ori, in your head, you very clearly see the visions of you cutting into your own brothers. And you see the door opening, and you see the sunlight, feeling like it was the first time, and then you see yourself walking away from the doorway, and then you snap back to your current situation. Vaten, what you've noticed is that he's firmly gripping onto the sword on his back as you're talking to him. And then with the 11, everything comes back to normal. And you, Vaten, with the kind of the heightened senses and self-awareness that you have, spatial awareness that you have, you get the sense that all of a sudden that bloodlust is gone. It just disappeared. It was there for a second, as soon as you mentioned combat, and now it's gone.
This one has pried too much. This one apologizes.
No, you're okay.
Why does the
You
large
seem like
one
a
grab
good
his
person.
weapon?
Oh. I don't know. Does Ori remember having those visions?
You remember...
Like just now?
Yeah, sort of. You have...
Does he just black out or...
It's a little bit of a blacking out moment, but you also have a... You've had these visions before. And there's always a certain way that it makes you feel. And generally, you get these visions right before you had a moment. You have one of your moments. So you don't necessarily remember what the visions were, but you do know how you feel. You have a kind of weird, intense bit of curious sadness wash over you.
Okay.
But that's about all you have.
Ori will take his hand off the sword.
Does the large one wish to battle something?
I'm just tired for now.
Would the large one want to take a later watch? Vaten will remain awake for the beginning of the night.
I'll be alright.
Very
I'll
well.
wake you in a few hours.
Very well. And I'll make my way back in.
Okay. Aiko. as you've made during this conversation, you've made probably about your way about a mile into the forest.
Before you get any farther, I left Aragon in the barn.
Okay, good to know.
Only because I was too focused on getting out of there and heading towards that tree that I didn't want any distraction, so I left him there.
Okay. So you make your way over there, and you're seemingly uneventful. It is getting darker and darker as you push on in, and I'd say about an hour into your journey, it gets pitch black out. As soon as it gets pitch black out, the forest, the feeling of the forest, which you've navigated before many times at night, but the feeling at this moment seems suffocating. And in fact, I need you to roll another animal handling check. So, as you get to, there's a bridge. So there's a river, or a little stream passing through. You pull up to the stream, and as you go to cross the bridge, the bull you're riding bucks you off. And in one fell motion, bucks you off, turns around, and takes off back towards Caister. And before you even have a chance to regain the reins, catch it, it is gone. And it is on its way back. Since you rolled a 7, you won't take any bludgeoning damage for falling off the for falling off. However, you do land on your butt right before this bridge, and as you land on your butt, I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw. 10. You feel a tingling in the back of your head. And like a door being opened in your brain, you hear in your head, "Why do you wander alone?"
Because my child was taken from our gnome village in the Black Forest, and when you said that place, that this special tree was you can't really see it, so I just took, out of a father instinct, I just took off to go to see if my child was there.
If I were you, I would turn back right now. Because what is in front of you may be the end of you.
I can't do that. I gotta get to my child.
I will let the others know. And you hear you hear a click in your head, and then as you're kind of like coming back to from talking in your head, you look straight across the bridge, and under the moonlight is a giant creature about 8.5 feet tall, 9 feet tall, on its walking bipedally. Its back is a little bit arched, and in the moonlight, you see a large snout with snarling teeth and red eyes staring at you.
Who are you?
I'm Aiko. I'm just out here trying to find my lost child.
Before it gets too dark. Away.
Why do you say that?
I lose myself.
Well, why don't you run away and let me continue?
And it gets down on all fours and takes 2 steps forward, not saying a word. Hair starts to come up on the end of its back, and as it steps into the clearing, you see what you can only describe as a werewolf staring at you. And its eyes go from red, like a very like a dull red, to a almost like an emerald green, and you hear come out of its mouth, "Please run." And then it lunges at you. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
I heckin' knew you would say that.
I knew you were gonna
Yep.
do it.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say something, but it had to wait.
All right, guys. That was fun.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Aiko gets to fight a werewolf.
Was the
1v1.
the bridge that I was standing on, was there water under it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Just so I have this for next time.
You got a week to think about how
About how you're gonna overcome alone.
During this week, you might want to roll another character.
He's already.
Oh, he's already done. She's already done.
Can't wait to meet him.
You've done this to yourself, my friend. Have a
No,
good
I
night.
know.
All right. Well, that was fun. When is Labor Day? Is that end of August?
Yes.
It'd be the first weekend of September.
Okay. So we still have a whole month until we have to worry about that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next session will be next Sunday. We'll pick it up from there. Thanks for playing, guys. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need more action next time. Can we kill something?
I think Ori needs to kill something.
I need to stab someone in the balls.
It's been a while, or he's about to lose it.
Yeah, this would be what. Well, I wasn't with y'all with the wyvern, but other than that, it's been 3 sessions
since group combat. Yeah.
How long? How long in game time is that?
Like almost 4 or 5 days, maybe.
Probably 4 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we get like 2 levels tonight?
No.
No.
No, we're still level 8.
No, you're level 4, you asshole.
No, I thought we were level 12.
Oh, so you want me to kill Aiko is what you're saying? Okay, good to know.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought we were killing Thaddeus.
Oh well, that can happen too. Yeah.
The session is done. Your role is done.
Where are your friends in the forest?
Wait, before we end, can I sneak into Thaddeus's room and stab him a couple times in his junk?
No. I'll be right back. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out and watching. Appreciate it. We're getting some good viewership as of late. So if you're new here, you want to hit that follow button, do that. And if you want to go watch, rewatch us, so you weren't here for the whole thing, I will be posting it tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time on both the podcast and on YouTube. It's under all the same name, TimeToRole. And yeah, that about does it. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next Sunday. Have a good day. Have a good week. Bye.